What's up and welcome back to Naptime Builder. I'm Jacob, your host, and this is the Jeep that's been driving me crazy with some wiring, okay? Back on the Jeep. And, you know, hopefully you watched 2 videos ago, we introduced the cj5 over here. We'll get on her here soon. I got some parts coming. Don't tell my wife, okay? Just keep it between us. Anyways, we got most of the Jeep wiring done, lights, stuff like that. I still need to, if I remember right, need to figure out that backup light wire. I got that somewhere, wrong spot, whatever, you know, stuff. Coal did come in, so we got that. Oh, something else. Something else. Hey, got a radio working. I mean, that's up here on the list, right? Also, the tank and everything, was that in the last video? I think so. Maybe, possibly. Man, I don't know. We've been doing so much here lately, it's all running together sometimes, okay? But tank's in, works. I ain't put gas in it yet. I picked up some gas today though, so hopefully we get that far. It's what we're looking for. Whew. Fat boy is sweating and losing his breath talking so much, okay? It's because I've been running. Not really running because I ain't got the figure for that. About to throw a coil on, check over a few things, see what wires we got left. It shouldn't be but 3 or 4, you know, so we're getting there. We're getting there. At some point we got to throw these seats up in here because my big butt ain't sitting on that floor. So let's get after it. There's our old coil. As you can see, it's got the little studs. I'm not familiar with what they call them. But that one has the threaded studs. This just has the whatever they call it mess. We don't need that. We'll set her to the side. Maybe we'll need her on another one some other time. Good, too. There we go. At least she ain't dangling no more. All right, y'all. So distributor's hooked up. I looked at a couple other things. I don't believe I'm missing any other wires that should keep it from running. Obviously, she ain't got no gas in it right now. We'll put some gas in it. But I'm gonna take the front off of these dollies, move all the junk out from under it. Probably just gonna push it outside the door. That way, if she chooses to smoke or whatnot, you know, at least we'll be out there in the air, you know, partially. But gonna get this mug off the dollies, move the junk out the way, open the door, push her out. And then we'll throw a little gas in it and see what it wants to do. If she wants to run, then well, I need to put I ain't got no overfill. I can throw a hose on there into a jug if I have to for now. But we're gonna see what she wants to do. If she wants to run, I might let her run for a minute just so I can check a couple things. And if she does, then we can shorten some of these wires, get them in their forever spot, wrap them up so they look better. All that, move on to any other thing that is missing out of this equation, wire-wise, okay? I'm pretty sure my blinkers didn't work last time I was out here, and I knew I needed to change that backup wire or whatever. But there's a couple things I need to figure out. We're right there at the end on this wiring for the Jeep. But that's what we're gonna do. So stop the rambling, let's do, okay? everything should be hooked up. So, let's see how this goes. All right, y'all, so we saved about a gallon or so, just in case we end up having to mow one last time. But 15 minutes later, I finally got around about 4 gallon in it, I would say. I guess let's hook this battery up. Oh, luckily, we ain't got no leaks either. So, that's a plus. Hopefully my welding on the gas tank took care of that little hole that we did have. Let's see what we got here. Where's my key? Oh. All right. Come on, gas gauge. You ain't gonna move, are you? Did I do something wrong? Surely that's enough fuel in there to hit that gauge. Get out here, ladybug. Let's see here. Clutch. Gonna take a minute and get some gas up there, I'm sure. Alright, come on now. Let's try it. Alright, y'all. If I was to tell you that I had any idea 2 minutes ago when I was turning that key over why she wasn't starting or anything, if I was to tell you I had any idea, I'd be lying. But I just glanced back at my paperwork. Them 2 wires that I hooked up to the coil, well, that was supposed to be going to the distributor. What am I doing here? So there's this plug that comes off of the distributor on this, because it was my bad. It was an 86 2.0 Ford Ranger. There is a 3-prong plug coming off of that. So I need to figure out which one is positive, which one is the negative, and what the crap the other one is. Hook them wires that I hooked up to the coil to that, and I think she might fire off. This is exactly why I post that little red warning sign that says, warning, do not do anything I do. Just let me be your inspirational guide, because, because I screw up a lot. So, there you go. If you needed to hear it again, there you go. So, I got to do a little researching, because I ain't got a clue which one of them does what. So, I'll get back with you.
One eternity later.
All right, y'all, what's up? If I started this video, it was 2 months ago. Yeah. And if you've watched this far, you've seen that I got some gas in it. I did a little bit of wiring. I thought everything was going all right, but she just, I tried to crank it. She just kept turning over, wasn't firing off. Pretty sure there's no spark. I didn't just straight up check it or nothing. But I'm pretty sure, see, this was, like I said, this is on a 85 Ford Ranger chassis. So, I mean, I still got the engine and all that. I had all the wiring. But, and they got electronic ignition and all that crap. I ripped everything out. So, You know. So I'm under the impression that I either needed to figure out a way to wire up that distributor to an aftermarket electronic ignition, or just go with like a points distributor or something like that. I finally found a points distributor, but it took like a month and a half or longer to get here. That's why this video is, that first part of the video has been sitting on my phone for 2 months now. But it finally come in, and I still have no idea if it's gonna fix my problem or not. But we're gonna try it. Here she be. Look at that little bitty thing. Ain't she cute? But that's what we waited so long for. That was like $150 or something like that. I didn't realize this when I ordered it. I ordered it off Amazon, I believe it was. But that thing came straight from China. I ain't never been to China, but 2 months. I feel like somebody got tired swimming that thing over, because there ain't no way they put that on a plane or put that on a boat. Because they would have got here a whole lot sooner than 2 months, I feel like. So, somebody tired as all get out getting that mug across the water, you know what I'm saying? But, that's how it goes sometimes. That's why I try to have multiple videos, at least ahead or working on, just in case something like this happens. And luckily, I was about ready to start. Oh yeah, as you can see from the beginning of this video to now, there's a lot's been done on the truck over there. Luckily, I had that to work on while waiting on parts for this, so. And this thing is dusty. I've been bondoing and sanding, and I just blew it off and wiped it down on the outside, but the inside's still completely covered. But that's where we're at. All right, so here's what we got. There's that little old girl right there. There's that 3-prong plug that comes off of it. Gotta find a bolt, something, loosen that up. Well, I finally got her. Boy, it's nasty up in there. And here's what she looks like. When this was outside of the vehicle and I was looking at this one, they looked a whole lot closer in size. Which, all this down here looks pretty identical. But look at the size difference. I just hope and pray she works. All right, so what we got here is a failure to cooperate. It'll go down in the hole, but my gear is not lining. Like, I've rotated it so many times and my gear won't line up. So I'm knocking the gear off of this one. Gonna try to put that one on this one. But at the same time, I'm worried because, see the shaft there? How big around that is? See, that one's not as big. So, I'm worried about that also. All right, well, I was right to worry about the shaft sizes there. I got the one off the gear off the new one. Got the pin out of the old one. Was about to pull the gear, and I was like, wait a minute. If there's different sizes, this probably ain't gonna fit. Guess what? It don't fit. So, that distributor that I waited a month and a half for to get swam across from China ain't gonna work for me. So, there's 150 down the drain and a month and a half down the drain. I wonder if I could rig up the electronic ignition on this thing. The only bad thing is I ripped all that stuff out. And she's been laying in the back of the, wait a minute. There's radiators on top. Did they protect it? I have no idea. So here's the little electronic ignition box, whatever. It comes off, got these plugs here. They hook into all this other mess. And I'm pretty sure this is the plug that goes into the distributor. But I have no clue what the rest of this crap does, if we're being honest. So, and you know, I try to be honest. All right, sorry, I spoke too soon. This is the one that plugs into the distributor plug there. It's a 3-wire. It comes off of these 4 wires here. And then that, my goodness, can't clear my throat for nothing today. And then that green wire goes into that nonsense. So, I'm gonna snip this green wire down here and leave some length on it. Pull that mess apart. And try to figure out where these 2 wires on this plug goes. All right, so here we are back where we started. She's in and bolted in. We got a little thermometer plugged up there. Runs around to her ignition box. I found a diagram. Do I know for sure if it's the right one? Well, I don't know exactly, no. But we're gonna try it because it was the closest one that I found to what we got going on here. So, I don't even remember exactly. What was it? Anyways, that's a 3-wire prong there coming from 4 wires. So I've got to hook this green wire up here. I don't remember. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll have to look back at the diagram. But I got to hook that up. And then this other one here is 2 wires coming off of it into a 3-wire prong. But at that point, I think we snip that connector off of there and hook them 2 wires up where we need them at. So I gotta figure out where to hook up 3 wires. Might not sound like a lot, but I'm not a wiring guy, so this will probably take me until the time that I have to get ready to go to work, and I probably still won't be done. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how this goes. Them 3 wires hooked up. Look, we got long wire, okay? Because I don't know if it's right or not. And plus, after this thing is running, all these wires are going to have to be cleaned up anyways. I left them long on purpose because I don't want to get them all hooked up. They be wrong and then completely have to rewire everything because I cut the wires too short. So that's the plan. They're long, whatever. Sue me, okay? But I don't know if it's right. Got it all hooked up. I found Fire and Order online. Hopefully I did that right and didn't screw that up too. Been a whole lot of screwing up going on here lately. But I guess I'm gonna try my luck. Hopefully this battery's holding up for me because, well, she's been sitting a long time. Cable has been off of it though, so it ain't been draining it. Just whatever. So let's see what happens and I'll shut up, okay? Might need that. That is not what we wanted, obviously. So, I need to check spark. I think stuff's hooked up right, okay? So, I need to check spark. I need to see if it's getting any gas. And, I might want to double check that firing order. I might have crisscrossed applesauce, something. But, I guess that's the next step because I feel like we have everything hooked up right. It may or may not be. I might have left something undone. It's very likely, okay? This thing's been sitting for so long now. And after it sits for a while, it's kind of hard to remember exactly what you did prior. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to catch yourself up. Good news. After my little rigging up with the electronic box there, I just checked spark. We do have spark. So, I feel like the issue is gas. So, I know there's some gas in the tank. I'm not exactly sure how much gas in the tank because for some reason, my gauge isn't wanting to work right, even though when I put that in, I tested it before I ever installed it in the tank. But, I'm gonna squirt a little down the carb, see if we can at least get her to bust off. Maybe if we crank it over enough, we can pull some from the tank. Hopefully, we'll see what we can do, okay? But not wanting to fire off exactly. That's a new fuel pump on there, so. All right, well, I'm running out of time for the day. I poured what gas I had left in it. My gauge still hasn't come up. I unhooked my fuel line here from the carburetor. Turned it over. Never seen anything come out. So we have a fuel delivery problem at the very least. That pump's brand new. It has ran, because I swapped the pump, ran it a little bit, and then I tore all the wires out of it. So the pump works, it did. So, but today, it was my last night of night shift. But I gotta work tonight. Tomorrow morning when I get off work, it's Christmas Eve. I got lucky this year. I'm off Christmas Eve and Christmas. Some at my job are not so lucky. Hopefully nobody gets me called in because I'm gonna be mad. But I can't do anything tomorrow on Christmas Eve. I may or may not come out early Christmas morning. I don't know. Might just have to take me a couple days and think about it, okay? This video is gonna be way late for Christmas because I got one other video that's coming out like 2 days after Christmas, I think it is, something like that. A couple days after Christmas, so. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, like a week or so ago. But, yeah, we're done for the day. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research. Charge a battery because that mug is dead. If I can find my battery charger. But we did make progress. We have spark now. Unfortunately, our new distributor did not work. That's just part of the course nowadays. Half the crap I buy don't work. But we'll see y'all when I see you. All right, y'all, look. Here's the deal. We're running out of time on this video. I ain't trying to make this video last a daggum year long because that's the way it's going. It's already been 2 months in the making and I ain't got nowhere. It took a month and a half probably for that distributor to come in. Ended up not being right. Ended up figuring a way to wire up the old original electronic spark, whatever, electronic ignition mess. It does have spark now. For some reason now I'm not getting fuel, but yet before I ripped all the wires out, I was getting fuel because I still had because I'd put that new fuel pump on there before ripping all the wires and everything out. Comes down, now we're not getting any fuel. We're getting spark, no fuel. Before, whatever. But see my other videos on the Jeep, I had to do all that crap to the fuel tank. I'm wondering if that old school fuel sender is clogged, like the filter and everything's clogged up. Ordered a new one today. It won't be here for like 2 weeks because holidays and all that crap. New fuel pumps coming in also. If them two things ain't the problem, I don't know what the problem is, okay? But that's where we're at. The Jeep's just giving me a hard time. That's how it goes when you try to piece together multiple vehicles, and completely change one, because that's a long ways off from what she used to be. But we're just gonna have to end it here. Sometimes things don't work out. And I guess we'll jump back on the Jeep as soon as parts come in, or sometime before the parts come in, we might jump on, try to throw some seats in it and seat belts and see what else we can figure out. But right now, that's just where we're gonna have to kick it. So, thanks for watching Naptime Builder. Sorry this video don't have anything. If you enjoy working on vehicles and changing stuff up, then you know that not everything works out the first time. That one's definitely showing me that. So, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.